Never know when you're actually live. And if you're gonna be talking that jive, do 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 do. What's going on, Jeromes? We're back daily live stream on this happy Wednesday. It is a happy hump day out there to those who celebrate. Yeah, having holidays always sort of throws the week off because it feels like a Taco Tuesday, but it's Wednesday. Yeah. All right. So, welcome in, Jeromes. We're here to talk a little Vikings, talk a little nonsense. It's always a good time. All right, so this is really funny. So I don't read all the comments on the videos, but occasionally I'll just like dip in to see what's rectally check the temperature. And like since football season is here, so obviously people's interest in football is growing. But a lot of people come in and they don't understand the bit. Yeah, and they get so mad. It's like, could you imagine? In a world where you have unlimited entertainment options, you getting mad about someone not talking about exactly what you want to hear. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. But screw that. The Jeromes know we're gonna stay weird. We're gonna have fun. I mean, because that's what like. You literally have adults, grown ass men playing a child's game for our entertainment. Are you not entertained? This is not life or death, man. There's a lot of things. Yeah. All right, so if you want to support the work, purplefdw.com/support. Join the Discord. It's always a good time over there. Actually, let me put the share over there. As well as you can join the you should join the Survivor pool. Let me pull that up. Again, if I was a professional, I would have this already loaded. But since I'm not, I do not. Let's see here. How many drums do we have in the Discord? All right, so if you're new, the Discord is basically a 24/7 version of the live stream, live chat. So we got 18, 47, 200, 165. 165, nailed it. All right, and let me get the stupid, God, if only I was prepared. Maybe they're right. Maybe the haters are right. You should be more prepared and polished, man. What's wrong with you? Hope you guys had a good Tuesday. Today is the first official practice for the Vikings. We'll also get the first injury report. So we'll finally get confirmation what the hell's going on with Daniil Hunter. See what his status is for Sunday. Very important. Aha. All right. So putting the link in there now. Password taco. All right, password is taco, of course, because it's something football related, so it's gotta be a password is taco. All right. So yeah, come along, support the channel. So the Vikings named their team captains. We just released a video about it. So obviously, doesn't matter. No. Can you be a leader without the C on your chest? Yes. Just because you have the captaincy, does that mean that you're a team leader? No. But it is weird, the omission of Eric Kendricks. All right, because you have the man in the middle. For my money, he's the best off-ball linebacker in the league. He's by far the best middle linebacker in the league. Now they Kuechly hung him up. Bobby Wagner's massively overrated, by the way. Shut your face. We'll see you week 5. And then it's weird because you do have the returning captains, especially on offense last year. So Kirk, Reef, and Rudy, whatever. And then also Dalvin, first year team captain. I think that's very well deserved. Something that Zimmer talked about in the offseason wanted to do. Also so on defense, Anthony Barr's been a captain for 3 years. Neat. And also Harrison Smith the first time around. And Harrison Smith is the prime example of you can be a leader and not have the C. But this is the first time he's been a captain. He's been on the team since 2012. But it just seems weird. It's like maybe Zimmer doesn't want 2 captains at the same level of the defense. I mean, except you had Everson and Linval together last year. Also, you had 7 captains last year, too, if you count Jaron Kearse, who was the special teams captain. So it's not unprecedented for you to have 7 team captains. So you just decided no. 54, no. Or hell, maybe Eric Kendricks turned him down. It'd be a little bit weird, but I don't know. But again, is it all stupid? Yes, it is all political? Yes. Is it all? Doesn't matter. But it still kind of pisses me off because I'm a big Eric Kendricks fan, as is everyone. Next up, well, actually, we're starting. Wednesday live stream questions. Also, the add-on question is, why is Aaron Rodgers washed? Wrong answers only. So the correct answer is that he's old and terrible and hasn't been the same since he walked into a bar. But I'm going to say the reason that he is washed because just can't get his mind right off the field. Like everyone, all the ladies ever loved just left him. He was like, nah, deuces. Go Vikings. Go Bears. First up, Jason Sage. He realized that the Vikings are a better organization, wants to pull a Favre and join the purple side. I mean, for all of the mad trash that we've talked about Aaron Rodgers, if he just full-on flipped the script and became a Viking in 2 years, I don't know if I could do it. Mainly because Favre is actually likable. Like, I actually like Brett Favre, like even when he was on the Packers, because he's just a good old boy from Mississippi and just having fun out there. Like, Aaron Rodgers is a smug bastard, and I just can't get on board with that. Plus, Favre still had something left in the tank. I mean, that Jets team he was on in 2008 started out 8-3 before he tore his bicep and then ended up missing the playoffs. Like Favre still had something left in the tank, as well as Favre and Darrell Bevel, of course, had ties from Green Bay. Rodgers coming in here where he's already in decline. I don't necessarily see him bouncing back anytime soon. No, pass. If the NFL adds expansion teams, which town states would get one? What would their team names be? Yeah, we talked about this before. I think St. Louis would get one. The Spirits of St. Louis, I thought would be a great name because I think that was like the ABA team name, right? Yeah, basketball ABA team, so you'd have to buy that. But I mean, that's a great name. Like, I love any team name that is different than the standard city name and then plural version of it, ending in S. Like Orlando Magic, I love, or the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. But the Spirits of St. Louis, that'd be tight. That'd be tight. Let's see here. Map. Nah, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. So yeah, we pointed out like Albuquerque, the ABQ blue would just be sweet. That'd be sweet for a myriad of reasons. Portland wouldn't do well for reasons, as well as that's pretty firmly Seahawk territory. I always thought like a team on the southern coast would work. Because the Saints suck. Like giving a team to Mobile or Birmingham, obviously has had an XFL team, and I think they had an AAF team too, right? I don't think Chicago could support two teams. Like, they barely support one. Like, this is different than baseball, but nah. Next up, David Bryant. Oh, and if you put a team in Mobile, I would call them call them the Redneck Rivieras, because that's the colloquial name for it. Like, that'd be in. I'd be in. David Bryant. Aaron Rodgers watched because he walked into a nightclub. Nah. Like, I do openly wonder, like, how most Vikings fans, like, they can barely stand Anthony Barr. Like, if Anthony Barr didn't do that thing to Aaron Rodgers, like, how would he be regarded? Worse, somehow. Charlie Boltman. Rodgers watched because he went to school in Chico and still managed to chug a beer like a 12-year-old boy. Come on, dude. City where 34% of unnatural deaths are alcohol-related. Yeah, God, what was it? Yeah, after that chugging incident, he was like, well, let's make it scotch next time. Like, bitch, you don't even know a good scotch. Get out of here. Zach Ballas. Aaron Rodgers tired of reading bedtime stories to his coach. Because it's a 12-year-old boy. Oh, also, it really is a lot of fun. So throughout the season, we'll get traffic from like opposing fan bases. They'll be like, well, it's time to scout out the competition. And then they come upon this channel and they're like, what the holy hell? I love it, man. I love it. Gary Anderson should be in the Hall of Fame. Should he, though? Aaron Rodgers is old and declined steadily, but he's not washed quite yet. Also, would you rather have yes, he is. Also, would you rather have the Twins win the World Series and Timberwolves win the NBA championship, or Vikings win the Super Bowl? All right, so 2 or 1, I would pick the 1. Vikings win Super Bowl because Twins already won 2 World Series, and who gives 2 poops about the Timberwolves until KG buys them for sure. Oakview, feeling good today. It's a good day. Vikings practicing. Hopefully, Danielle Hunter's practicing, or at least they're like, yeah, press conferences going on. Dalvin Cook's talking to the media jackals. Cool. Going to Costco later. Stocking up. My new broadheads are coming later. It's a great day. Oakview. Why don't you think Yannick will sign for $12 million when Danielle did? He didn't. And even guys like Everson signed for. Is this from yesterday? Also because he's scared he's gonna go to the Vikes after these 3 years of Kirk. Oh yeah. Well, Yannick, he definitely played hardball with the Jaguars. He turned down a pretty sizable extension offer from them. Maybe once he gets into this locker room, buys into the culture, I legit do think that there is a cultural element of, hey, we can stay together, we can kick some ass. Sign your contract a year early, take a little bit less. Also, you get that signing bonus a year earlier. Woo! And Danielle Hunter, he didn't sign for 12. He did sign for below market. He's averaging 14.4, which is fine. Everson, well, when Everson signed his extension, it was pretty good in 2014, and then he reworked his deal. But, man. Royal 2 General Vince Vaughn. He drinks a lot of tequila, a.k.a. devil juice, especially now that he's a single 36-year-old who was dating a NASCAR driver gal who wasn't even that track for slow. Wow, that's harsh. I bet he cries at night while looking at his PFF dwindling stat line. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's not even us saying that Aaron Rodgers is in a state of decline. It's PFF. It's Football Outsiders. It's quarterback rating. It's QBR. It's all those things. It's also the eye test. Kyle Rippentrop. Maybe he had too much fun on a boat in the middle of a lake. I don't think Aaron Rodgers ever been on a boat. I feel like Rodgers is anti-fun. I really do. I would rather hang out and have a beer with Kirk Cousins than Aaron Rodgers. It's weird to say, isn't it? Yeah. Where are the Jags moving, and what's their new mascot and color scheme? As dumb as it sounds, and as anti-logistic as it will be, they will move to London, and they should be either. All right, so there's 4 names: the London Blitz, which might be too soon. The London Fog is always a great one. The London Monarchs, I think they should take back from the was that the World Football League or NFL Europe? But London Monarchs, that's strong. That's strong. Or dun 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 dun. Werewolves of London. Come on. I mean, how cool would that be? Yeah, I think someone did this up. Yeah, get some. Yeah, not about this life, but yeah. I mean, hell, since Jaguar is such a big, because Jaguar is based in Britain, right? Pretty sure it is. I mean, yeah. Headquarters in Whitley, England, which is whatever. Is that in the middle? Really doesn't matter. I mean, yeah. So the London Jaguars, the UK Jaguars. I mean, that'd be good. The Earl Greys. Andy's evil twin. Did you hear that they nominated Colin Kaepernick for the Hall of Fame? Not as a player, but as a contributor. What a disgrace to real Hall of Famers. Is that true? Oh man, that is true. That's funny. Yeah. So yeah, the Kaepernick Madden rating thing. Madden ratings. So the fact that Kaepernick has a higher Madden rating than like half the league's starting quarterbacks, I get that he's back in the game. I think it's a good idea. But how did he improve after 4 years of not being in football? Because I believe his final Madden rating was 74, and now he jumped up to 81. All right, so yeah, let's go through this. All right, so they don't have Kaepernick listed on here, but he is clocked in at 81. So he has the same rating as Ben Roethlisberger, the corpse of Phillip Rivers, and he's slightly below Kirk Cousins, which we talked that how does Kirk Cousins have a worse Madden rating than Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo? I don't get it. Also, why is Deshaun Watson not higher? But also, how the hell is Rodgers in 89 still? That's why I want to know. But I mean, the fact that so Kaepernick having 81 rating, he's above Tannehill, who had the third best quarterback rated season in NFL history last year. I mean, I'm not a huge Tannehill fan, but respect. Derek Carr, meh. Baker, he'll do better with Stefanski. Cam Newton, even though he's had to deal with a myriad of injuries, he's still 5 years ago, he's the NFL MVP, still relatively young, and he's working at Belichick. Josh Allen, astute. Let's see, who else is ahead of? Kyler Murray. So he's ahead of the Rookie of the Year, Kyler Murray. And also Kyler gets nuked now? No. Jameis, fine. Jared Goff, yes. Joe Burrow, rookie. Teddy, how dare you? Fitztragic, meh. Sam Darnold, like, how high is he rated above Blaine Gabbert? The guy that Kaepernick was benched for. That's a good question. Keenum is still a 67. Let's see what else here. Oh, Blaine Gabbert's a 62. All right, so the guy who took Kaepernick's starting place 4 years ago is 19 Madden points below him in rating, which I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, hey, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give a couple shouts. I always like doing that. Also, you might be able to hear my son. I was upstairs with Ma, and he's like, so he's discovered that he can throw things. He's also left-handed, too, so he's going to be a middle reliever for forever. But yeah, he's discovered he can throw things, and they make a fun noise, and sometimes they destroy things, and then he laughs about it. It's always fun. Next up is Bruno Edwards. What's your prediction for Brian O'Neill's extension? How long and how much? So O'Neill, next year, will be heading into his contract season. So next offseason, watch for O'Neill, as Spielman does generally like to extend his guys a year early. Dalvin's a different case because of the running back situation. I would say probably a 4-year extension, 16 or 17 million per. Get a slight discount. Spot Rock. Get a slight discount since it's a year early. Also, I think O'Neill's definitely bought into, but looking at right tackle contracts. So, yeah, Trent Brown and Jawan James greatly skewed this market. And not like really well either. Conklin got a big deal in free agency. Jawan James last offseason signed a big deal with the Broncos, and he opted out for COVID, right? Pretty sure he did. Lyle Collins got a decent sized extension, but how is Brian Bulaga still making $10 million per year? For shame. Also, the Mitchell Schwartz extension. Mitchell Schwartz, with my money, is either 1 or 2 in terms of best right tackle in the game. Like, how is he making less than Brian Bulaga? Like, this is no. Actually, I may adjust things. Like, maybe like a 4-year, $52 million deal. So averaging $13 million per. I can see him sliding in there. Be a pretty damn good value for the Vikings. Next up is Thorvald Von Johnson. Predictions. One player who opens national media's eyes Sunday. One player who face plants. I think Justin Jefferson is going to explode, son. I think Justin Jefferson goes off. Also, one player who face plants. Hate to say it, but I feel like Cam isn't going to do good in his Patriots debut. If we're talking specifically Vikings, I do have concerns about Shamar Stephen, but I've always had concerns about Shamar Stephen. A couple shout outs here. Let's see here. Tavian Granderson, Sacktown in the house. G. Quinn, Orlando. Purple Rain. Funny story. So first time in Orlando, I was like, man, we're going to go. Because you think Florida, you think beaches, but then Orlando is like the most inland city in the entire damn state. Purple Rain, skull from Wausau, Wisconsin. Jabrisky, skull from Trempealeau. What up? Thomas Hayes, Boston, Massachusetts. Baby, how you like them apples? Eric Leyland, skull from Bucks County, Pennsylvania. What is up? Devin A. Toft. Oh, yeah. Mike Pettin is from Bucks County. Screw him. Devin A. Toft, skull from Brentwood, up to no good. CA. Gabriel Florino, skull from Winnipeg. What's going on? Spin Cycle, Zurich, Switzerland. Also, yeah, I have a couple beefs with Mike Pettin. Number one, he looks like Rick from Pawn Stars. Number two, he was the one who unleashed John DeFilippo on this stupid world, because when Pettin was head coach of the Browns, his offense coordinator was JDF. It was like, if he didn't do that, we wouldn't be subjected to wasting that 2018 season. But other than that, I have no opinion on it. Big Rover Skull from Compton. What up? Preacher Paul, hauling it for Alia in through Butte, Montana. They had like a big copper mining or something like that in Butte. Andrew Hansen, skull from rural, Northwest Iowa. Was it all Northwest Iowa rural? Nailed it. Eric Hansen, skull from Arlington, of Better, Minnesota. Greater Minnesota, damn straight. Churro defense, skull from North St. Paul, Minnesota. What's going on? AJ holds enough, skull from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Deep inside enemy territory. Embedded. All right. So everyone, thanks a lot for coming along on the live stream. It's a good day, it really is. John Hoff is skull from Rochester. What up? Roll to General Vince Vaughn. If you had to pick, which game do you want the W the most looking at the schedule? Which game could you care less about winning? Oh, Packers. I mean, all the cliches. Go 1-0. Go 1-0. One game at a time. I'm just out here to grind with my teammates and work, and at the end of the day, just try to win a ball game. Let's see. Games I couldn't care less. Road out of conference games. Like, if there was games that were meaningless, that would be it. Like, yes, they count towards the total, but they do not come up at all in terms of tiebreakers. So, what would be at Houston, at Indy? Yeah, if they drop one of those two, who cares? Next up is Nick Doroff. He finally grew out of his car bed that he's been sleeping on since he was 6. Yeah. I mean, maybe that's why I went after Danica Patrick. I don't know. Not sound weird or anything, but I had a dream the other day, and you happened to be a teacher in a big lecture hall. I went out Jordan Peterson on the bit. He got super pissed that some guy ordered Jimmy John's, so he kicked him out. Because this is an herbs and gerbs talk. Damn straight. If you had to teach one subject in school, which one would you teach? Ugh. All right, so in college, I had this great professor, and he was technically an economics professor, except he had this class called entrepreneurship. And so besides being a professor, I mean, this guy had his hands in a bunch of local businesses, and I could never saw myself as like a 9-to-5 cubicle jockey, even though people do that all the time. Of course, respect. I just could never do it. So I've been an entrepreneur or self-employed since 2006. So just showing kids that aren't cut out for the corporate world that there is another path, that you can make a damn fine living, that you can build something for yourself, that you can have multiple streams of revenue, just so you don't have you're basically diversifying your revenue. They talk about diversifying your portfolio, but you should definitely do that too with your income. So I teach that just to show that you don't have to be part of the hive. Like, you can march to the beat of your own drum, or all the other cliches. Next up is Skull Mitzel. How many receiving yards for Adam Thielen this season? 1,369. World War II General Vince Vaughn. I think Aaron Rodgers' pets all left him too by either running away or purposely running into traffic. Yeah, what was that? Yeah, because what was it that Meg's from Family Guy, Meg's stuffed animal, like the Care Bear, is like, I don't want to live here anymore. So I'm just going to throw myself in front of traffic. Bow. Oh, wait, this one hurts. All right, so yeah, obviously you can edit these things. So it's the Vancouver Canucks throwing themselves in front of the Dallas Stars. Should still be the North Stars. I didn't know the Family Guy is still on. Oh, Baylor. Oh, man. Next up is Skull Mitzel. Oh, speaking of Baylor, so we did a video yesterday about James Lynch being a defensive tackle, and people got really mad about it. It's like, well, when they drafted him, he was listed as defensive tackle. It's like, yes, that's fine. But also, all of his snaps were in camp were at defensive end. So what do you want from me? Also, like, someone chimed in is like, well, stop calling him a defensive tackle because he played 3-tech at Baylor because they run a 3-4 and the DNs in a 3-4 are both 3-techs. I mean, no, and no. I don't get, like, you have a machine that has access to all of the information in the known world outside the dark web, unless you have a special access key. Like, how do people just like get so obstinate about being so wrong? Something that you could easily figure out in like 5 seconds. I don't know. I don't know. Although I am wrong a lot, but also I don't care. Next up is Westworld Skull from Asiago. Phenomenal cheese. Oh boy. Yevhen Mykola-Jovic. I think I nailed it. Skull from Ukraine, Eastern Europe. Thanks for the podcast. What is up? All right, next is Skull Mitzel. I'm so excited for Sunday. I've been rewatching Vikings games all week and struggled to sleep. I can't wait. I've never been a big like game rewatcher. Like, all right, so our typical process is say a game is on Sunday. The All 22 comes out usually on Tuesday, so we'll watch that. Other than that, it's like, yeah, bigger over. Just like a spot in the 53-man rooster, nothing in this life is given; it's earned, unless you're Pat Elflein, Dakota Dozier, and Chad Beebe, because you have the pictures. I don't know. Like I get loyalty. It's extremely rare in this profession, but I don't know, man. Charlie Boltman, 3 questions. Will pressure mount on this coaching staff if we get boat raced at home? That would be 5 consecutive losses to the Packers. It would be 5 straight non-wins because they tied 2 years ago. Not on Zimmer, but they may throw some assistants under the bus, which happens. Number 2, does Kirk need to win this game at home to avoid the narrative he can't beat the Packers? Except the thing is that Cousins has actually played better than Rodgers pretty much every single one of their heads up matches. Yeah, like I'd have to look at the numbers, but you can make a good case that Cousins outperformed Rodgers, except for week 2 last year when he just gave it away at the end. Hey, Kevin King, here's a gift. Number 3, what would be worse, losing 5 straight to the Packers, losing 5 straight to the Bears, or losing the Lions at home? Probably the Packers, because the other 2 won't be in playoff contention. Let's pour a little liquor out for the death of 8-round Rodgers on Sunday. Yeah. See what kind of liquor? Probably like kinky or like some sort of cotton candy vodka. Tori Hansen, would you trade Le'Veon Bell for a rookie and Zach Moss? Yes. To PPR league, yes. I just don't see Bell being great. Yeah, Bell. Yeah, the time to sell on him was 2 years ago. But yeah, Zach Moss in Buffalo, I mean, I don't think they're sold on Devin Singletary. There's a lot of issues with him, notably fumbling. But, I mean, Zach Moss is that dude, man. Like, I would have been fine. Like, if Zach Moss had somehow fell later to day 2 or even into day 3, if the Vikings just took a flyer on Zach Moss. Like, all right, hey, Dalvin, we understand that you want an extension, but here's our leverage. Yeah, Moss in purple. Who would have known? Yeah, Zach Moss is legit. Big Grover. Oh, actually, so the rookie running backs this year I'm really high on in fantasy. I'm higher on Zach Moss and Cam Akers than I am on Antonio Gibson, even though Gibson has a clear path to relevancy. I don't trust Washington. Also, I mean, Gibson was mainly a wide receiver, even though they're using that at running back. Like, yeah, he's an explosive athlete, but I mean, I don't know if I fully trust him. As well as he's a different style of running back than Rivera has typically used. I mean, look at Jonathan Taylor, Thomas, but yeah, I think Akers eventually will beat out Malcolm Brown and Henderson with the Rams. I think that Moss will eventually beat out Singletary with the Bills. I don't know about J.K. Dobbins. I understand that he's like buried on the depth chart in Baltimore. I think Ingram and the Gus Bus and Justice Hill will get some work, but I like J.K. overall. But nah. Next up, Big Grover. Oh, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, like whatever. If you're in PPR, great. Aaron Rodgers is washed because he spends most of his time on Tumblr blog about My Little Pony. That's oddly specific. Bruno Edwards. Which Vikings player would have the best career as an actor? Well, Brian Robinson would be the easy answer, or maybe like a game show host because of 96 questions. But like put Brian Robinson on Yellowstone, he'd be great. But current players, maybe Harrison Smith would be good. Just give him the blue steel every take. Or Kirk could be good as like the awkward neighbor, and like a sitcom where it's filmed in front of a live studio audience, except you can tell that they still use a laugh track. You know what shows I'm talking about. I think Fadi would be good. I think Fadi would be really good. Yeah. Next up is JoJo Smalls. Give us your top 5 MVP power rankings. Well, since it's a quarterback only award, yeah, Mahomes 1. Lamar Jackson 2. Watson 3. I feel like just for nostalgia, like the writers will prop up Brady. I think that Brady might put up a bunch of Lulu numbers with the receiver core as well as with BA. So Brady 4. And then Kirkua, Jerome, Ezekiel Cousins. Nah. Dalvin 5. Dalvin McCaffrey 5. Luke K. Are you going to watch the game tomorrow? Yeah. I'll watch like the first half. Maybe we'll do a live stream. I don't know. Like, I don't like staying up that late. And generally, what I'll do, whether for Thursday night or Monday night or even Sunday night football, if I don't really care about the matchup that much, and yeah, I don't really care on Thursday. Yes, it's the first game and whatever. I'll just watch it on Game Pass, like the condensed version, in the morning the next day. Yeah. RJ Ante, he and OBJ had a little bit too much fun on a boat. And man, the OBJ story, it's so weird, and you kind of believe it because of how specific it is. He's a weird dude. Luke K, what is the most underrated gum flavor? Dill pickle. No. I'd say watermelon. But I feel like watermelon gum loses its flavor really, really fast. Like maybe they haven't figured out that chemical combination quite yet. But I'll say that or just like an old school wintergreen. Although I've had a bad experience with wintergreen chew, so next up is 2 to go. We got Zach Baus. Did you know NIU is 1-0 against Alabama? Guess who was the wide receiver in that 2003 team? Probably PJ Fleck. Is that correct? Sports reference. Yeah, because Alabama was bad for a while, man. Like the Bill Curry, Mike Shula years. Even though I like Bill Curry. September 2003. Huskies going down to whatever the stadium is called. Bryant-Denny Stadium. Yeah, Huskies 19-16. Brian Bostic. Wow. All right. Oh, yeah, Michael Turner. God, Michael Turner was a badass. PJ Fleck leading the way in receiving at 5 catches for 29 on. It doesn't have targets. Yeah, PJ Fleck was a dude, man. Yeah, Michael Turner. Yeah, this was not the good time. Well, who is their head coach at this time? Was it Mike Shula? Was it the week that Mike Price? Yeah, it was Mike Shula. Or was it the week that Mike Price was head coach before he went to the strip club? Oh, man. All right, so who's on this Bama team? Yeah, Brody Croyle. Ugh. Let's see, Brody Croyle. I mean, this is bad when like no one else on offense, all of your skill position players, like it doesn't even register. I don't get it. Let's see. Yeah, Brian Bostic had. Did he have a career in the NFL? Or am I thinking of Brian Bostic, the linebacker? Oh, Brandon Bostic. Sorry, former Vikings legend Brandon Bostic. Wait, is this the kicker? Missouri. No. It's probably not the same guy. Although it'd be cool if he went from kicker to. And he looks like a kicker. Like if you were trying to pick out a doctor who looked like a kicker, it's this guy. Last one is Charlie Boltman. What's the better move? Have a flat salary cap of $198 million for the next decade, or lower it to $175 for the next 3 years? I would say lower it to $175 because, well, A, the Vikings have the best capologist in the league in Rob Thug Life Brzezinski. Also, I want to see what the Saints do because, man, the Saints are effed. Let's see. Over the caps because they have like $260 million in cap liabilities for next year. And you just hate to see it. You just do. Also, like they have to pay Drew Brees. Yeah, they're $69 million over the cap. Nice. Yeah, because they have to pay whether Brees is on the books or not. Like they have $22 million and change, which is just amazing. Let's see. Cam Jordan, big number. Also, they're in the books big for Taysom Hill. Like, yeah, Taysom Hill is a $16.159 million cap it next year, which is just stupid. Yeah, Manny Sanders has a $10 million cap it, although they can get out from under that, which would be smart. Man, what a mess of a team. You just hate to see it. You do. Like Mickey Loomis has been known for years, like mainly with the dealing with Drew Brees, just completely ham-fisted, just like what it's like he tries to figure out the Saints salary cap after like 3 hurricanes. And I'm talking about like the drinks, not the natural disasters, which too soon. Yeah, it's honestly like a drunk accountant, like a drunk CPA, just trying to figure out the Saints salary cap and just it's like he's got Wesley Snipes accountants doing the salary cap for the Saints. That's what he's doing. But other than that, I have no thoughts on it. All right, that is it. That is Wednesday, Jerome's live stream. You guys are the best. Thanks for coming along for all the shenanigans. Join the Discord, purplefty.com/support. Check out all of our sponsors. I'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Time. You guys are the best. Skull, production value.